This is a question I was going to ask you earlier when you talked about Bob Arum is not on Twitter. So out of all the social media platforms, like I'm with Dana, and Dana says, Pat, let me tell you about Super Slap. Watch this. I watched the clip, 40 million views. I'm like, you got to be kidding. I got to buy this. And he says, you got to come to a Super Slap event. So I go to the event, and I'm seeing a guy passes out, gets slapped in the face, is on the ground. Audience is going crazy. My wife is sitting there saying, babe, what is this? I said, babe, whatever this is, that guy right there is promoting it. This is going to make a lot of money because that guy's behind it. And, you know, he went to TikTok. He went to Instagram, right? Out of all the social media platforms today, if you were to rank them, which one is positively influencing boxing the most?
Great question. Twitter.
Really?
Yeah. I would say Twitter is without question the most toxic environment I've ever seen in my life. I think
that's good for boxing.
I mean, yeah, basically. And that's exactly that. Yeah. There are more opinions. There are more controversies. I mean, you read.
Really?
If I read Twitter in a day, 90% of what I read is about boxing. Is complete rubbish, right? But it's like full of boxing geniuses, and like that ecosystem of algorithms are just flying out everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Like someone can make anything up. Next thing, 100,000 retweets, you know, or 100,000 views, 400 retweets, this, that. Like Instagram for me, good for building a fighter's profile, but difficult to actually build the narrative of conversation in the same way. TikTok, yeah, you know, there is investment going in behind. YouTube has been a very powerful platform for us to spin the narrative of mainly shoulder programming and content to build around the event. But Twitter's the cesspit. Twitter's the cesspit of knowledge or supposed knowledge of fans. And that's why, like, a lot of our guys, you know, a lot of the guys that I've come off Twitter, I've deleted the app. I'm like, I'd love to, but it's just too important to us.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder in the fighting world which one it is.
Twitter.
You know, on YouTube, which one of the sports channels has the most subscribers? You know, it's wrestling. And Rob, if you can pull up YouTube, go to YouTube, put WWE. I'm trying to see how many subscribers. Look at that, 105 million. Go to their videos, Rob, and go to the most viewed. Just go to videos and it's all for popular. Well, how many views is it? Holy shit, 300. And then go to UFC, Rob. Let's see what UFC's at. So WWE is at 100 plus. UFC is, I think they're up there. I don't know what their number is. Wow, look at that, 19.1 million. 19.1 comparison.
Yeah.
On what is
a huge amount?
Still huge. Yeah. But does boxing have? Type in boxing. See if boxing.
I think ours would sit at about 600, 700,000. You know, Matchroom Boxing YouTube, and we're one of the biggest. Top Rank probably have 1 million, 1.5 million. The DAZN are very good on social.
How many is that, Rob? 4.46 million.
Yeah, that's a lot for boxing.
Yeah, I guess it's easier if it's all centralized, going through one thing, which is UFC and WWE, versus it's all fragmented all over the place.
But also, you know, the key to driving those huge numbers is those powerful moments. So, you know, that's why the slap does very well in terms of its viral numbers, because it's incredibly shocking. Do you know what I mean? So when you see someone who, you know, slaps someone in the face, their eyes roll in the back of their head and they're unconscious, falling backwards, people are like, share.
No, I mean, that's the thing. When I see it, I'm like, dude, holy shit. First time I saw it, I'm like, what is this? Is this actually? I saw something the other day. They said this could be the next thing. It's 4 guys hanging off a pull-up bar. Have you seen this one or no?
You got to hang on?
It's 4 guys. They're hanging off a pull-up bar, okay? And it says 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're kicking each other in the face to see who falls. Whoever's last. By the way, not going to lie to you. It was so entertaining watching this. It was so entertaining watching this. And I'm sitting there saying, you know what? This could actually be something, because if the slapping thing goes, you know, who knows what it'll take up. You're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but the last 13 and a half years, I've been working on my first fiction book to write, ever. Fiction book to write. And while I finished this book, a year ago, I got the strangest phone call about one of the characters in the book, where the guy wanted to meet with me, and he read the book. And afterwards, it's like, wait a minute, am I the villain in the book? This is a story about a character named Asher, who is half Armenian, half Assyrian, whose father was involved in the Iranian Revolution
linked to Savak, working with the Shah, that they escape and he gets recruited to a secret society. Well, when you go to the secret society, it's been around for a couple thousand years. They've developed some of the craziest leaders of all time. And they test you. There's unique tests that they have at the society where they test to see your emotional mental toughness. One of the tests that they have is very rigorous. It's purely mental. Of course, there's a physical one, but one is mental and emotional. If you're Armenian, if you're Syrian, if you're Persian, this is a book you're going to be reading and saying, holy moly, this is the kind of stuff you talk about in here? Yes. If you're somebody that's fascinated by history, this is a book for you. Characters. There's a technology that this society, secret society, builds where you go into a vault. I won't spoil it for you. When you go down, they have a technology where you get to sit down and watch and have a 3-4 hour conversation with Tupac. You can set up a debate between Karl Marx and Ayn Rand. Karl Marx is in the book, who wrote Communist Manifesto. Ayn Rand, who wrote Atlas Shrugged, is in the book. Marilyn Monroe explains the concept of seduction and sex in the book. When you read the book, it's about development of the next leaders in the world and how they do it and how they've been doing it for many years. And it's also about how to prevent the end of civilization and how this organization goes about doing it. So, I've never written a parenting book before, but if I ever wrote a parenting book, this is the closest thing to it because it's all mindset, a lot of crazy stories. Again, 13 and a half years. Trust me, I told myself I will not publish this book until I sell my insurance company and I'm fully disconnected from it, where it's no longer my responsibility 100%. When you read this, if you're a creative person, if you like fiction books, if you enjoyed Atlas Shrugged, or if you enjoy Divergent, if you like books like that, I think you're gonna enjoy reading this book. It's the creative side. Business books is very easy. Here's how you do it. Here's how this how it works. This is very creative. If you haven't placed your order yet, now you can order it on Simon & Schuster, Amazon. I'm gonna put the link up below somewhere here, maybe even in my profile. Go order the book and read it. I've never written a book where I can't wait to read your reviews to see what you think about this book. So I'm going on this wild journey and we have some plans with this book here. If you support the things that I work on, I would appreciate you going and reading the book, order the book on Amazon, and then post a review. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.